Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, as-salatu was-salamu ala rasulihil kareem wa ala alihi wa ashabihi wa man istanna bi sunnatihi ila yawmiddin. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, brothers. Alhamdulillah, we start by praising Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and we send our salam and salawat on Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. We pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that Allah accept this as a good deed. He accept our time and our efforts and put this as a good deed in the day of judgment in the scale of the good and the bad deeds, inshallah ta'ala. So Alhamdulillah, we have finished a lot in our basic Arabic studies of the Quran. We have initially we started with the words of the Quran, and we said that there are three kinds of words. And after that, we talked about each word has each ism, that ism, fail, and harf. Then we'll study the ism first, because ism is the most largest studies, and actually it is the most largest one. And when you inshallah go to the advanced level, you will see that ism has more things to learn about. So we have done the studies of the ism. We done ism, we know the four properties of the ism: status, number, gender, and type. In the status, we understand how to find the status now. Alhamdulillah, after that we talked about some about numbers, the genders, the type, the common type, and the proper type. Then we start learning about the combination, or the you can say the construction between two words, the fragments, as we mentioned them, different type of fragments: mudaf, mudaf ilay, mawsuf, sifa, jar, majroor, and then we also talked about the harf of nasab, and also we talked about the pointers. Then we saw how jumla ismiya works, meaning how a noun sentence works. What is a noun sentence? Just to remind all of you and myself, the noun sentence is a sentence where there is no active action there in the noun sentence. Like, this is a mosque, okay? There is a verb in English, we call auxiliary verb, but it's no action there, which is statement, a statement. So this kind of sentence in Arabic is called jumla ismiya. And we say the jumla ismiya has some components. There must be a subject, just like in English, mubtada, but in Arabic there's more than a subject. There's a khabar, there is a muta'alliq bil khabar, and we discuss all these things inshallah ta'ala. So today we're gonna start our study of the second type of words in Arabic. So we said there are three kinds of words in Arabic: ism, fi'l, and harf. So we talked about ism, and when we learned about ism, we talked about harf also. Like we had jar, majroor, those are harf. Like the harf is a word that doesn't make sense by itself until there's a word after it. Like inna, anna, ka, anna, laita, lakinna, la'alla, all these things, bata, lam, kaf, wa, mim, fi, an, ala, hatta, ila. These are the harfs. We also have some special mudaf, mudaf ilay. We learned about those. So those are the harf kind of things. So we almost had a very good idea about harf. But fi'l, we haven't touched the fi'l. And as I mentioned before, the fi'l is a study that it may seem a bit difficult than the ism one, as there is a lot of memorization and remembering the thing in the fi'l. But inshallah ta'ala, Allah will make it easy for all of us if we concentrate and give some time, inshallah ta'ala. So before we start the fi'l, as you know, the definition of fi'l, it's not just verb. We said in the beginning that it is very similar to verb, okay? But actually it's not exactly the same. Why it's not exactly the same? We will find the answer today. And obviously, a fi'l is something that is stuck in the past, present, or future. So we're going to start with the past tense first, okay? And this is called al-fi'l ma'di, okay? And in Arabic, the Arabic level is not an issue. We're just going to learn about the main thing. So past tense. Also, we have future tense and present tense. But the one thing is easy in Arabic. The future tense and present tense is the same. It just depends on the context. So there's no three types of thing we're going to learn. So we'll learn about past tense, then we'll learn about present and future together, because it's the same thing. But there's other things about fi'l. Like there is something called imperative fi'l, where you're commanding something. There will be something that is negation of a sentence. So we'll learn about those things. So it's not only the tense, some other things, inshallah ta'ala, we'll look at that. Before we start the learning of the past tense, okay, we must remember and memorize the pronoun charts. And I've been telling you from the last few weeks that this is our key. If you don't memorize this chart, if you don't know this chart at the back of your hand, then it's going to be very difficult to do the fi'l, the past tense and the present tense, this one. So let's look at the chart first. For this session, we don't worry about the nasab and jar, although we learned about this, okay? But at least look at the original version of the pronoun. Huwa, huma, hum. What is huwa means? He. And all of them, we said all of these are rafa. right? All of these are rafa. So huwa is he, huma is both of them, whom is they. Here is she, huma, which is same like the male and female. How you gonna distinguish it? It depends on the context. When you read the ayah, you'll understand. Okay, whatever is attached to it, right? You'll understand that. So huma is the same, and hunna is the all of them, the feminine. Okay, and we told before also that when you say whom in Arabic and in like they include men and women both. They include men and women. So that's why when you read the Quran, sometimes even the Sahaba and Sahaba, they also had a question to Rasulullah. Ya Rasulullah, Allah sending everything for the men. All the instruction about men. So where is something for? Then Allah revealed some ayah in Surah Al-Ahzab where Allah mentioned the feminine word also. A lot of feminine word also mentioned there, and the word hunna is also there. But hunna is specifically for women, while whom is male and female both. Okay. It could be only male also, not a problem. But hunna is always the feminine. Then we have the second person. Anta, antuma, antum, anti, antuma, antunna. Just like hunna, the shadda is here also antunna. So this is how you remember that, okay? And then the first person is very easy. Ana and nahnu. Ana and nahnu. Okay? For today's class, the attached version is not necessary, but still, it is better that you keep in mind. That's why I put the chart here. You have seen this chart before. So make sure that ana becomes e and ni, and nahnu becomes na with an alif. Nahnu becomes na with an alif. Okay, so it's not only noon. There's alif here. So remember that, because these things are critical when you're gonna learn the fi'l, because this is how it will come. So we must remember this and memorize this. So it is up to all of you. So just have some time and memorize. It's not very difficult to remember. Just remember there's 3 columns: singular, dual, and plural. That's it. Just we started. Even our kids are learning these ones now. There's 3 columns, and what will be the 3 things, and each for men and women. That's it. It's very simple as that. And for the bottom part, it's very simple: ana and nahnu. Okay. Now let's look at some words in Arabic. These are some fail words. Okay. So nasara means helped. Okay. I'll tell you the proper meaning later on. Darasa means studied. Like we are studying now. Okay. Kataba means writing, who wrote. Okay. Istaghfara means, what is istaghfara means? Like, seeking forgiveness from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Samiya means listen. Ta'allama, istafsara, ta'awana. Istafsara means sorting and explanation. Ta'awana means to cooperate someone. Karuma means to honor someone or being honored, actually. Okay. So if you look at these words, all of them has a common thing. Can you say what is the common thing between all of them? The last part, yeah. The last part is the fatha, right? That's fatha. And the last part with the last haraka, it tells who did the job, who helped, okay, who studied, who is the person wrote. That is the indication by the last thing. So the last haraka. All of this here, the last haraka is fatha. If it is fatha, then it is he. So nasara means he helped. That is the difference between English verb and fail in Arabic. In English, there's 2 words, he and helped. Okay? I and helped. We helped. We have to have 2 words. Otherwise, we don't understand. If I just say helped, it's about who helped, you or other people, so you don't know that thing. But in Arabic, it's already inside the verb. So nasara means he helped. If someone says nasara means helping, no, it's not right. Nasara means he helped. Darasa means he studied. Kataba means he wrote. So, and then we will see how it is linked with our chart. Okay? How it is linked with our chart. So, they start with nasara, and because nasara is an easy word to remember, to help someone, and we are helping each other. So, we're going to take the word nasara and look at the other things. So, if we look at this way now, so nasara, as we said, it means he helped. Nasara, it's always 3 fatha. Okay? The middle one could be something else, like karuma was a different word. So don't worry about the middle word. And you can ask, how are we going to know this is a fi'l or this is a ism? Because in ism we learn if the last word is fatha, is basically nasab, right? But you just have to know the meanings. This is the vocabulary, because it's like anything else. Okay, if I, in English also we learn the vocabulary. We know go means what, right? Go, go means what. We also know what is mean cat, what is mean dog, So we know what is an ism and what is a verb. So you have to, when you learn more, that's how you know that, this word means that. But most of the Arabic verb, the fail, most of them, almost, and especially in our level, what we're going to learn, all of them are like kind of like three root letter, okay? Sometimes it is more, but we'll have someone like the ta'allam and other things more, but most of them are three letter, and that's why in traditional Arabic teaching, if you follow anything in the YouTube or something, they will talk about darasa, zahaba, kataba, the three letter words, okay? But doesn't matter, any letter word should be fine. So nasara means he held. Now look at this word, nasarat. Nasarat. So we just had a sukun with a ta. It means she held. Just adding a at. At. We add an at. No alif, but fatha with a ta sukun. Okay? Nasarat means she held. Like this, if I say, what will be the, so darasa means he studied. So what will be she studied? Darasat. Simple, right? What is it? Samia. Samia means, he listened. Samiyat, she listened. Okay? So this is another one, nasarat. Next one, and look, as I give some example, nasarat, darasat, katabat, istaghfarat. Okay? When you have nasara, so there is a fatha here. I think it's the printing is not right. Nasara with an alif. So you say it not like the before one. It's a nasara with longer. So you adding like alif, like you adding one more person basically here. Remember that way. Nasara means both of them helped. Both of the male helped. So same thing like nasara, just adding an extra alif. Okay? Meaning, remember like you're adding one more person basically. Okay? Making it two. It was he, one person. Now one alif, it become two person, right? So nasara means both of them helped. Like same way, if we say nasarata, both of the female helped. Both of the female helped. Nasarata. Okay? So nasara, nasarat, nasara, and nasarata. So he, she, both of he, like both of the male and both of the female, both of the women, they help. Okay? When you see nasaru, nasaru, it means they helped. Nasaru means they help, and they, masculine, feminine together, you can say that. And this alif, you will find it in the Quran also a lot of time. This alif is just a writing rule, okay? You don't have to pronounce this. Don't say nasarua. No, don't like this. It's nasaru, it's finished here, okay? This alif is a writing rule in Arabic, so we just have to put for kind of decoration or something, you can say. So this nasaru, okay? And the last one for the third person is nasarna. So this is a bit different, right? See, so far we had something on the ra, the last letter we have some fatha. The fatha, 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 fatha. Then we have a dhamma, nasaru. This one has nothing. This will stop here. Nasar, na. This is for all of the omen helped. And this noon actually has a name. It's called, noonun nisa, meaning the nisfiya, you can say. Then the noon of the nisa, meaning the noon of the omen actually, because it makes the things omen. So nasaruna means all of the omen help. So here all this word, which 6 words we're talking about, they're all for the third person. Okay, when we see this. And I will show you a chart at the end of the class today. You have to remember this way. Huwa nasara, because huwa means he. Okay, if you don't remember this way, then you will forget which one means which pronoun. Each of them has a pronoun inside it. Am I right? Each of them has a pronoun hidden inside it. So nasara, huwa nasara, then nasarat is here, nasarat, and then huma nasara, and hum nasarat, nasarata, and then hum nasaru, which is they, and hunna nasarna. Okay, we have to remember this way. And all of the words that you show before will be like this. You can practice with this, pick any of the order and you can do this way. So let's look at those words again. So you can take like, kaluma, okay? So if I say, she was honored, I should say the last word I'm talking about, karumat. Okay, if I say both of the men were honored, then I say karuma. So I just add an alif. Okay, karumata. Both of the women helped. Okay? karumu, they were honored. And if I say karumna means all the women were honored. Okay, you can pick any of the word and do this one. And this will actually increase your vocabulary now. See, you know few of the new words, right? Like kataba means wrote, darasa, I don't know if all of you knew that before. Tawawana means to cooperate someone. So you can know all these things like this, okay? Now we learned about the third person. Now we have to learn about second and the also first person, right? So this is the third person. Let's look at the translations are here also. Okay. So far everybody clear? Very easy, right? Is it just if you think a little bit and you can remember it, nothing difficult as so far. Let's do third person fail. So this is the all in together. So you remember like this way: Nasara, Nasara, Nasaru, Nasarat, Nasarata, Nasarna. Okay, and this you remember Hua Nasara, Huma Nasara, Hum Nasaru, Hiya Nasarat, Huma Nasarata, Hunna Nasarna.
In Arabic, can it be written in that format? For example, Hua Nasara, is it possible? No.
Some sentences possible.
Say, for example, for emphasizing or something like.
Maybe we'll see some later on. But actually, Nasara has the.
No, because in Nasara, Hua is already.
If you want to emphasize, there will be something. We'll learn this actually tomorrow. There is something called, because at the moment we are learning all about pronouns doing the actions. What if I say Allah helped? Or if you say Brother Shajib helped? How are you going to say that? Because there's no pronoun for Brother Shajib. Right? We can't just say he all the time, she all the time. So we'll learn this tomorrow, inshallah. Okay? Because I don't want to put everything together today.
Nasara Brother Shajib.
Yeah, kind of. You're right here. Yeah. Then this is the second person. Say anta. These are easy. If you remember anta, antuma, antum, anti, antuma, antunna, it's very easy. And also remember when we did the last chart, see here, this is, as I said, this is the exception of hunna is become nasarna. So ra start to having a sukun. Before this, all these five word ra has fatha and one time it has the dhamma, right? Starting from here is always have sukun. Nasar, na. And after all this, second person and first person always will have sukun. Okay, this is another easy way to remember. So second person, if you look at this, see, nasar ta, because it's anta. Just take the last part of the anta, the ta part, add them with this. Antuma means both of you. So nasar tuma. Just add the copy paste, the copy thing like this. The last part of the original pronoun, put it at the end of the nasara thing. That's it, nasar thing. There's no haraka or except for sukun on the ra. So nasartuma, nasartum, because all of you help because that's antum. Okay. Then anti, obviously it's going to be nasarti, antuma, nasartuma again. Okay, the same like this one. And look at the second person, nasartuma, nasartuma is same. Third person dual is different. Remember, one was nasara with an alif, another was nasarata. There's extra ta okay, there, but here is same, tuma tuma. See, nasartuma, nasartuma. And this, antunna, all of you women helped, okay, is nasartunna. Same thing also, is still ra has a sukun. Just adding this part, the tunna part, add with this part. Simple to remember, okay? It's not very difficult to remember. But you have to have the original pronoun memorized, anta, antuma, antum, okay? And obviously the last one is the first person, ana nasartu. Ana, again the ra has the sukun, nasar, stop there, tu. Ana nasartu, nahnu nasarna. There's a very common mistake that people do. See, nahnu is nasarna, right? If you go to the third person, see there's a nasarna there also, which is all of the omen helped, all of those omen helped, right? But this is na with an alif. Look at that, nasarna. This is just a nasarna. Stop there. But this one, when it's nahnu, nasarna, the big na, okay, with an alif, the na with an alif, okay. So that is the difference because both sounds na at the end, but one is a long na, one is a short na, okay. So let's do some exercise, okay. and then inshallah ta'ala tomorrow we'll have some other lesson, okay?
And the Nasar too, how does it follow the original pronoun? Does it follow the original
No,
pronoun?
it is the original for the ana.
This is the exception.
It's the exception because it's I. It's the exception, yeah. It doesn't follow that. It's not copy pasting. Second person is copy pasting only, okay? Like you know what I mean by copy pasting, you understand, right? But this one is different. This is follow the same rule as the second person because nahnu becomes na, so this is the same part. But the nasar tu is different. So if I say, Brother Munir, I wrote, what would be the sentence? Wrote means kataba. So if I want to say I wrote, katab, no, katab tu. See, we added for ana, we added tu, katab tu. So samiyatu, okay? Samiyatu, not samiyatu, samiyatu means I listen. Samiyatu, I listen, okay? Okay, so what I'm going to do for the exercise, we'll show some word, 10 words, okay? And you tell me which pronoun is that. And also you can take notes if you have, because you can learn some vocabularies from there. So I'll show you some words. If you have pen and paper, you can write those things, okay? That is the meaning of this one, okay? So the first one, akhazat. So which pronoun is it? Remember the chart.
Here.
Here, she, right? Akhazat, like nasarat, at there. Akhazat means took, she took, T-double-O-K, took, okay? Taking something, okay? Akhazat. Ittaba'ana. Brother Tanvir, you say this one. Ittaba'a means to follow. Ittaba'ana. So which pronoun is that? Is it third person, second person, or first person? The noon with a long alif. We, yes, we. Nahnu. Okay, it's nahnu. It's not. Ittaba'ana means we followed. And remember, these are all past tense. All past tense. So whenever we translate it in our exam, we have to write we, not we follow, we followed. Okay? If you write we follow, then you don't get marked. Okay. Tafarraku. Tafarraku. Which one is this one? Brother Mundu, try this one. Look at the end part. Tafarraku means to divide. Tafarraku. Is it like huwa nasara, huma nasara, or hum nasaru? How does it look? Yes, of course, hum nasaru. Yes, because there's nothing else like this. You know, remember I said this alif is like a normal alif. It's not like nothing to pronounce. So tafarraku, they divide it. They divide it. Number 4. Ittakhastum. Ittakhastum. You know, try Brother Shabri?
It's a female, I know that.
No, it's not female.
It's
It's antum. Antum means all of you, male, female included. Antum. Antum, we get the tum out, add it with ittakhas. Okay? And see that this one has sukun like nasartum, so this one the same thing. Okay? Ittakhastum also means that after akhazat means like same thing. It means, you know, all of you, all of you too. Number 5, khanata. Brother Rubai, do you want to try? Khanata.
It's dual feminine.
Dual female family. Yeah. Khanata means deceive. Both of the ladies, both of the women deceived. Okay, khanata means like nasarata, nasarata. So that's why in your eye the chart should be there. Otherwise, you need time to look at this. Okay. But if you practice more and more, it will be easy. Just look at the end part and you will get it. Oh, okay, it's you know khanata. Okay. Number 6, farrakta. Brother Mushri, you try? Farrakta. But look at this.
Anta.
Hmm?
Anta format.
Yes. Yes, you're right. Anta format. Because it is, but it could be confusing. It could be say like the other one, you know, like here format. Okay, like nasarat, nasarat. But this is not at. This is not at. Because you know in nasarat we said the ra has a fatha. Nasarat. This one doesn't have this. If it's like farrakat, then it will be here. But Brother Mushid is right. It's farrakta, like anta, nasarta, anta. So that's why it gets a bit confused, so it's confusion. That's why you have to have a very clear idea about the pronoun charts. Number 7, we have akala. Brother Tariq? There's an alif at the end.
This is the Huma version
Huma version of male.
of male.
So both of them eat. Do you know who Allah is talking about here? This is a word from all of the words from the Quran. In one ayat, Allah said both of them ate. No.
One of the Prophet and his guest.
Yeah, it's actually for Isa alayhi salam and his mother Maryam. Allah said, because Christian worship, then Allah said both of them ate. Meaning they're like human beings. Okay, they also eat. And see, it's Isa and Maryam, so male and female. But Allah used the huma akala because it includes male and female. If Allah used to say that only 2 women eat, then it would be akalata, like the other one khanata. It will be akalata. Okay, brother serious. Next one for you. Number 8. Manantu. Manantu means favor, like favored. Who favored? Manantu. Remember from the top. Nasara, it's not that obviously. And another easy way to sing the second, if you look at the second last letter, if it is a sukun, then it's not the third person. Only it could be hunna, but hunna, you know that you have to have a shadda. So it could be like second or the first person. So in the second and first person, anta doesn't match here. Antuma doesn't match. Antunna also doesn't match. Okay? Antum doesn't match. Ana is this one. Remember ana, nasartu. So this is manantum is I favored. I favored. Okay. Number 9, Brother Mustafis, istakbara. Istakbara means to become arrogant.
First one, he, Nasara.
Nasara. Very good. He became arrogant. Who's this? Shaitan. Iblis. Yes. Istakbara. Istakbara, so means is just like Nasara. The first one. Okay. Huwa. And the last one for today. Ittaqaitunna. You can easily know who it is. Brother Mandir, you try this one. Ittaqaitunna.
This is female.
Female, which one? Hunna, yes. Ittaqaitunna. Ittaqa means to have, become God cautious, be religious, pious, So all of you become were God cautious or something. Okay. So I think we'll stop it here today. Tomorrow, what we're going to learn, as we said, all of this has a pronoun inside this one. Inside this, right? We can't see the pronoun, but it is inside. Tomorrow, inshallah, we'll see, if I say, Brother Mustafi's age. So how will we say that one? Okay. Or, Allah helped. Okay. Whatever. So we have to say, or a Muslim helped, 2 Muslim helped, or I helped 2 Muslim. How can we say this sentence? So we'll look at this tomorrow, inshallah. Jazakallah khairan, subhanakallahumma bihamdik, ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta, astaghfiruka wa atubu